to the fruit, more bass than Bootsy Collins. You versus me, that's like Ali versus Foreman. God's act.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Tyler and welcome back to another Call of Duty gameplay commentary. And as you guys can see, we're back playing some Modern Warfare 2 or IW4X. And before I get into the story that I wanted to share with you guys today, I just wanted to let you guys know a few things. First, I just wanted to say that I'm most likely going to be streaming as soon as you guys see this video up on my channel. So if you guys wanted to come chill in my stream chat, be sure to check out the first link down below in the description. And the second thing I wanted to say is that I'm aware in the comment section of my last video, everybody was commenting about the clicking on my keyboard. And I ended up just getting a new keyboard because if you guys didn't know, I spilled water all over my other keyboard. But trust me, I'm aware that the clicking on this keyboard is pretty AIDS. I've been doing literally everything in my power to try and fix it. I ended up even moving my mic around into a different position. So hopefully in this video it shouldn't even be nearly as bad as it was in my last upload. To be honest, you guys might not even really notice the keyboard clicking really that much anymore anyway. But now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the story that I wanted to share with you guys. I just want to start off by saying it's not anything super crazy, but it is something that ended up happening recently and I'm sure you guys would be interested in it. So this all ends up taking place about a week ago. I ended up bringing this joint with me to work, and the reason I had ended up bringing it to work, like usually I wouldn't bring anything like that to my job, but the reason I had ended up bringing it this particular day was because I was planning to smoke as soon as I got off work, because I was getting off work at about midnight, so I would be walking home around midnight, so nobody's outside. It's not really a big deal, and like the chance of me getting caught was really low. So I ended up working my whole entire shift, and since it was a weekend, it was just super fucking busy. It was a really long, tiring shift. So around 12:30 or so, I ended up getting off work for the night, and I was going outside, and I ended up going out back with my coworker, and we had ended up walking quite some way away from our job, like way away, so nobody would be able to smell it at our work. We were about halfway down the block into this neighborhood, so like I was saying, nobody at my job could even smell it. So my coworker and I are just standing outside in this like little cut way behind my job, just smoking this joint. Like we literally only had time for one full rotation anyway. Like I basically lit it, got it started, and then passed it to him, and so he had ended up hitting it like 2 or 3 times, and as soon as his third hit was done and he was about to pass it back to me, we just see these blue lights start pulling up down the street in the middle of this neighborhood real slow, no sirens on or anything, but just the 2 blue lights. And I swear to God, it was such a creepy thing to witness that late at night because it was so dark out, all you could see were these 2 blue lights and that was it. So immediately after we end up seeing these cops like slowly pulling up down the street, my coworker was trying to hand me back this joint since it was my joint, my weed, and I was like, no dude, just put it out and put it on the ground. So my coworker ends up dropping this joint on the ground and we basically just sit there acting like we weren't doing anything at all. Like my coworker ended up lighting a cigarette and I ended up just pulling out my e-cig and continuing to hit that or starting to hit that. So we were just sitting there on our phones acting like the least bit suspicious as we possibly could. And so my coworker ended up going back inside my job because he still had a little bit more work to do. He was still on the clock. So since I was off and it was my weed and it was like basically just the beginning of this joint, I was waiting around for the cops to leave so that I could go back and pick it up because I knew exactly where my coworker had dropped it. So I swear to God, I was standing there just looking around on Twitter, looking at Instagram, all kinds of shit like that, just trying to waste as much time as physically possible. And after like 15 to 20 minutes of waiting, this cop was still just sitting there parked in front of this house. Like I have no idea why the cop was even there or who called the cops to begin with. So the cops never ended up leaving the area, but I had waited around for so long and at this point I was really just trying to get home and go home. So I ended up creeping back on over to where my coworker had dropped this joint on the ground over near the cops. And I was basically just casually walking back and forth, just looking at my phone, trying to make it look like I was just waiting for somebody pacing back and forth. So as I was pacing back and forth looking at my phone, I had managed to get close enough to the joint to be able to just kind of casually sit down and pick it up. And like keep in mind, if the cops were really looking at me, they could have definitely seen what I was doing, but I was also kind of behind, like hidden behind some parked cars that were just sitting on the side of the road. So after I had managed to get this joint back, I kind of casually just walked away from the cops like I wasn't doing anything at all. Pretty much just tucked the joint under my hand, like in the palm of my hand, in between my hand and my phone. But in the end, literally nothing ended up happening to me or my coworker. Like I don't even think the cops were there for anything related to what we were doing. We just happened to be really unlucky with the spot that we had chose to smoke weed because the cops had just happened to pull up right there. So I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap up the story here because there's not really anything else I have left to talk about for this. If you guys enjoyed it at any point and want to see some more content like this, be sure to subscribe and leave a like on this video. It always means a lot to me. And if you guys sometimes miss my videos when I post them, be sure to turn on the notifications. It's the bell icon right next to the subscribe button. But anyways, hopefully I'll see a bunch of you guys in the live stream tonight. Thanks for watching today's upload. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm out. Peace.
I got more keys than Alicia. These niggas be talking police. I took your hoe, then released her. I used to trap out a Regal. 200,000 on my wrist. I thought it all was a fantasy. 200,000 on my wrist. Lord, I hope it don't vanish. 200,000 on my wrist.